Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for my lovely Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous, which I'm sure you are. But let's see what's up, my guys. Talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going. What do we got for Leo, please? Guides and spirit team. Okay, yeah. So this sleepy card, I do believe it might have shown up for you last week, or we had a very similar energy here. And we'll talk about it because I always like the imagery of this. Hopefully you're not having issues sleeping, but we'll go through and pull back the layers because it's very etheric. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at this card. So you see this person, they're in their pajamas. They have a little nightcap on. They're surrounded by dream catchers and nonsensical things happening. So this is very dreamlike, sleep-like. I always say watch your sleep in this time. Make sure you're getting enough rest, recuperation, recovery. Because for some of you, that might be it. Whether it's insomnia or you're just go, you might not be getting enough rest with a card like this. However, there is another little link with this card that does speak about watch the dreams you're having. You might want to take some notes because Spirit could be trying to speak to you through signs, synchronicities, dreams. And on top of that message, whenever I get this dreamy etheric vibe, I always say that your mind could be extra fruitful. You might be having a lot of ideas. You might be extra creative in this time. So that's not necessarily a bad card. Just make sure you're getting rest. But let's get into tarot. Enough of all that. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote for us. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before the intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's shuffle it up for Leo, please. Guides and spirit team. What's going on for my friends here? So, last week's reading was titled A Harsh Talk. So hopefully you didn't have one, right? Like there could have been something or a scenario that somebody was a little upset or volatile. It just felt like harsh or cold words. Okay, so I always say it's all very personal. Maybe you were undressing someone linguistically. Maybe someone was hitting you with some harsh words. But we're going to see what we have this week, right? We're going to get you 3 in the upright. Let's go. Because we could be looking at your energy or someone else's. You just take it how it hits. I'm sure you know that. Get 3 cards for Leo here. Thank you. All right, so we do have a card that represents you in position number 1 using this beautiful tarot in Wonderland. We got strength showing up. So that could be good. In my simplistic style of reading, it could mean a lot of things, especially in a Leo reading. Let's get a couple more here. Okay, we got Chariot. Boom, action. Gotta go. Want to do this, want to do that. So like I was saying, really make sure you're getting rest and recuperation when we have Chariot energy. Let's get one more out here. We got for Leo 2 strong major arcana to start us off. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles on the back end. Now this could be a bit of a warning or something we raise our eyebrows with. There could be some sort of obstacle I'm seeing here, especially with that right next to the Chariot. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get that intuitive stuff. Position number 1, the strength card. Like I said, in my simplistic style of reading, it could simply be you showing up here. So whether that's something coming towards you, a way that you're going to be feeling, how someone views you, possibly when the strength card shows up. For some of you, it could even be another Leo here. But when I see this card, I think of one's inner strength, determination, willpower to see things through. This is that inner strength that we all use to get that motor running to push ourselves forward. So this could be a very important cornerstone of this spread, Leo. Now, moving further, we have the Chariot right in the center, one of the fastest action cards in the whole entire deck. Now, for some of you, this could just represent a Cancerian or somebody who falls under the sign of Cancer. But I think of something shooting off like a rocket here, very similar to the Knight of Swords type of vibe. Now, it could be either going towards something or away from it, to or fro. This is another card of determination. So I will say this, like with the Strength card and Chariot, these are very determined cards where someone is willing to do what they got to do, like just filled with ambition. But let us not forget that the Chariot is an instrument of war. So it could also speak about bumping heads, a little bit of conflict. And it is progress, action. And it is very, very fast. So I want to see. But the thing that is raising my eyebrow here is that we go from one of the fastest cards in the whole entire deck to like slamming the brakes down with the Four of Pentacles on the back end. Now that card gets a little bit of a reputation from other readers. I try to take it as a neutral card in its best sense. This could be somebody trying to budget. This is somebody very much budget focused. Pennies and cents, right? Dotting the I's, crossing the T's, being very meticulous, detail-oriented type of vibes here. For some of you, it could be laying low in regards to work, but a big vibe I always catch with this is something that is clinging on, something that is not moving out, something that is not moving through. So when we go from two cards of determination into slamming the brakes here, there could be obstacles, right? There could be something or someone getting in your way. The roughest sides of this Four of Pentacles is that it can represent possessiveness. It could be somebody that's a little bit jealous. This could be somebody that is not letting something go. So we really, really want to clarify this to see if it's representative of a person or an important warning that we need to take a look at. So we're just going to place that Four of Pentacles right over here. And we're going to dive deeper on all of it, my lovely Leos. Let's do that. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle. What's going on with Leo, please? My guides, talk to me. What's going on with my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's start in on Strength. Okay. And yeah, if you're a tarot reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Leo, you drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Strength. Why is it here? Please. All right. That card just popped out on its own right before I did my first shuffle, and I'm going to take it. We got Judgment in the upright. So this can mean several different things, and I just want to tell you, like, there's a lot of action and movement change built up here around the Strength card, especially with the Chariot and Judgment, clarifying it underneath. So a lot of you might be just really revving up the engines to make something happen, make it happen. Let's get it going. Let's move. There's a lot of fire. There's explosive energy here as well. I will just say that, but this feels powerful and big. So a lot of you might be contemplating like a power move. Like, how can I shake things up? How can I do this? How can I do that? Change, transformation, and it feels massive, so to speak, especially with Judgment. Now, for a portion of you, yeah, could it be a decision? Could you be making a choice? Could you be at a fork in the road? Possibly with this card in Judgment. But I'm just picking up that heavy, transformative, change-based energy that a lot of you could be coming into a massive time of change, all right, overall, in different areas of life. So I'm just going to see how the rest of this reading plays out. This is very interesting, but it is also important to remember that this card could be karmic. So if we start getting other karmic cards in the spread, we might have to explore a little more. A lot of angelic energy up front here too, but the change, the transformation, it's really big here. So there could be a lot coming in for you. But let's go in on the Chariot. Talk about revving up those engines and actions, all right? Why is Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? Thank you. Okay, Six of Cups in reverse underneath this Chariot. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe of somebody who's like either trying to like run away from the past, or somebody who's just like, or listen, I'm not going to stay in the past. I'm just going to keep moving forward, keep pressing forward. And yes, this could be a card of action where somebody's like, you know what? It's not going to be how it used to be. I have to make a change. I have to switch things up, change things up. In the past, it didn't go how I wanted to, didn't go to plan, but now it's time to change the game. Like I was saying, the power moves here. So the Six of Cups is one of my cards of memories. In reverse, one of possible rougher memories. You might be having issues with a soulmate or twin flame with this card. But under a card like the Chariot, this is somebody who's like, all right, I'm not making the same mistakes twice. So a lot of you could be in that mindset, like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not going to make a mistake again. Like, and let's just see how the rest of it plays out. But interesting, especially like with all the change, all the get up and go. There's a bit of a sense of urgency here as well, Leo. So a lot of you might have a sense of urgency about you. Let's see what's up with that Four of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Very interesting spread this week, my friends. But why is that Four of Pentacles here? Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Leo? Thank you. Okay, Page of Swords in reverse. And for some reason, I'm getting that vibe like this person just needs to stop doing the most. A lot of you could have someone around you where you feel like they're super extra. Like they always go above and beyond when it's not even necessary. We have the Page of Swords in reverse underneath this Four of Pentacles. And it's like this person just needs to take a chill pill. They need to stop. They need to really stop doing the most. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. So in the coming days and weeks, you might get that vibe. For a portion of you, this could be a toxic air sign as well. So just beware if you're connected to a toxic air sign. They could be showing up here. And it might be hard to shake that energy. There could be a strong connection there. But if none of that links, this Page of Swords in reverse underneath this Four of Pentacles, it's like, all right, this person just needs to give it up already. They need to stop. They need to stop what they're doing just for a second. Like that's the vibe I'm picking up. Of course, it can mean other things, but that's the main thing I'm feeling here intuitively. I always encourage you to look into them further. But this is a very interesting spread, Leo. We're going to go through and do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card, just so I could give you a little breakdown of what I was feeling and how this energy flows. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Strength card with Judgment in the upright. Like I said, there's a lot of action surrounding the Strength card. So a lot of you could be motivated. Like, let's go, let's get this moving, let's get it going. A fire burning within. But for another portion of you, this could be a massive time of change, different changes in life. Now, change isn't always bad, but it's not always easy. So just know, like, you could be coming into a huge time of metamorphosis and transformation. In the center, we have the Chariot with the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I'm not making the same mistakes twice. I'm not going to do that again. Fool me once, shame on you, that whole bit. That's a big vibe I'm catching here. Someone who's trying not to get bogged down in the past. They're trying to keep pushing forward, keep it moving. And on the back end, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Swords in reverse. The big thing I was picking up here, of course, some of you, this could be a rough connection with an air sign. If you're not watching it for love or anything like that, just beware. There might be someone around you that like gets on your nerves a little bit this week. They step on your toes, like they're always doing too much. Like this person needs to calm it down. Like they're really smothering or they're just really doing too much. So do with that what you will. It could be a little warning about a person and their ways might be clinging on. But let's get into the shadow card, okay? Please feel free to take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card. And then, yeah, just to put a nice, neat little bow on this spread. So what do we got in the shadows for Leo, please? Real quick, what's for Leo? Using the Shadowland Tarot, which I love using for this portion. So what's in the shadows for Leo? It's always an interesting portion. Thank you. Okay, we do have the Magician. I've been seeing the Magician quite a bit in a lot of the different readings this week. So what do we think about the Magician? It is a card of creation, a card of manifestation. This could be a spirit literally telling you, watch what you focus on, watch what you think, because your thoughts could become things. So try to stay as positive as possible when we have the Magician in the shadows. However, this is a big card of control. Okay, so whether it's someone around you that's overly controlling, wanting to control what you do. For some of you, you might just need to hear, listen, there's sometimes things are going to happen in life that are unplanned for, that we can't control, and that's okay, that we don't see coming. There is also a warning here about any sort of dark spirituality. So protect yourself energetically, cleanse yourself, all that stuff, because the Magician could be saying that someone might have the evil eye on you. So just beware of that. We're just going to place that down right there, Leo. Yeah, that's what I have for you this week. Thank you so much, but don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after the fire air readings this week. But for December, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. This is the deck I used in this week's reading. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card makes you happiest when you see it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of December, I will put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.